Okay, welcome back. If you just watched my previous video, the 2-minute apology one, if you haven't, I'll put it up here. Go watch that one first if you want. It's not really anything too important, but it kind of links into this one, because this is part 2 of my double special. So, if not, if you don't want to watch it, whatever, you're just watching this one. Hey guys, how's it going? So, because I'm not actually travelling yet, all I'm doing currently is saving for travel and earning money to go away with. So I thought, why not make a video talking about how I'm doing that and ways that you can save some money for travelling or anything that you're saving for, really. But let's get started. There's obviously, you've got to talk about the first main way to save money, and that is to work. You know, I assume everyone I'm talking to is old enough to go travelling solo or with a group or whatever, full time, or if you're going for like a week. I probably don't have to tell most of you, but the best way to save to go away travelling is to work. You have to work hard to play hard. You're not just going to get things for free. If you want to go away travelling, you have to earn some money first. Most of you will have a full-time job, I'm guessing, or if not, you've got some sort of method of earning some income. So that's the main way, is to work. That's pretty much what I'm doing at the minute, full-time. That's why I'm not vlogging a lot, is because I'm working to save that money to go away and make this channel and this vlog a lot more serious. But at the minute it's early stages and I have to save to do that. So that's the main way, is you can have a full-time job, a part-time job, a full-time and a part-time job, and have your main source of income. So that's the main way. There's so many other ways. I don't know, I'm really fidgety, sorry, I'm in a good mood. There's so many ways to save for travel or things in general, really. They are really obvious things. I know people search best ways to save, but they are pretty much what you can think of. It's to work, or little things, for example, get yourself a money pot. Just stick your spare change in, or if you live with parents like I do, for example, they're always sticking some spare coins and stuff in. That's little things like that. Let me just consult said book here. Before we talk about ways of saving, I think a good way of figuring out how much you need to save and how long it's going to take is to narrow it down to 3 things, I think. So you've got to consider how long. So the first thing to consider is where you're going. If you're travelling away to somewhere for like Southeast Asia compared to, let's say, like United States or Europe, your money is going to go a lot further there compared to like Europe or America or somewhere like that, just because everything's so much cheaper. Like this, again, don't take my word for it, you have to go do your own research just from other vloggers and research that I've done. But like Southeast Asia and countries in Southeast Asia are more developing, I think, and they are generally a lot cheaper. So let's say £1,000 is going to last you, or $1,000 is going to last you so much longer in Southeast Asia than it would in Europe. For example, I went to Italy for a week for my birthday, and I took about £500 altogether. From vlogs I'd watched of travellers in Southeast Asia, £500 would last like a month at least. Again, depending if you're budgeting or whatever, it depends. But compared to the £500 I had in Italy, basically would have lasted me, I think, 3 or 4 weeks longer than it would have in Italy, just because it's so much more expensive. So that's the first thing you need to consider, is where you're going. The second thing you need to consider is how long you're going for. So if you're going long term, obviously you're going to need a lot more money, or even if you're just going short term, actually, you plan on spending money there and it's more of a holiday and you want to treat yourself the entire time you're there, you need to consider that. So the longer, really, again, the more money compared to staying for a week. You're not going to need a whole lot, especially if you're budgeting. Third thing, I guess, is when you plan on leaving. So you know how long you want to go for and where you want to go, but now you need to consider when you're going to go. And that's the best point to consider, I think, because it really allows you to think about how long you have to save. So, like myself, my plans are to save for a year, and I'm looking at about £10,000 to £15,000. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot of money. But at the minute, the way it's going is it's going to go one of two ways. It's going to come to my leaving date, and I'm not going to have quite the amount I plan to have saved, but then just go. Or I'll get to that date, and rather than leave, I'll stick to my budget and leave once I've got the amount of money I've saved that I want. So that's two things you can do. Set a date or set an amount. If you can kind of put the two together to really narrow it down, then that is ideal. So back to ways to save. We've talked about your main source of income, to work, whatever. Little things. Stick your coins in a pot to save it that way. Bonus work, again, that's kind of like a part-time job, I guess. If you're working full-time, but you can do like a smaller weekend job on the weekends if you've got time and you really want to and you're really dedicated to saving, then do that. That's a good way of making some extra cash. Donations, like myself, I have a Patreon account. You can set one up as well, or GoFundMe or whatever, or if your friends just want to, they can give you money. Again, I don't like to ask for money a lot. I have a Patreon account, but it's set up for a reason. It's not just give me money so I can go away. My Patreon is so people can donate money to help me build up this channel so that I can really make some awesome content and make this channel bigger. And then my ultimate kind of future goal is to make this channel like an awareness thing as well for charities and other stuff around the world for children in need, stuff like that, I guess. Again, don't have a huge amount of details, it's just kind of an idea at the minute. But again, the thing with Patreon and donations is it's completely up to the donator how much they want to donate and if they want to. And if they want to donate, awesome, then all support is greatly shown, I guess. It's little things as well, not necessarily about making money, but about saving your savings in a way. So even though you're earning so much, you want to still spend to enjoy yourself. You don't want to have every single penny that you earn kept away and not do anything. You still have to go out and enjoy yourself, really. But then why not budget that spending down as well and try and save that way? So if you're allowing yourself, I don't know, let's say £20 a week, rather than think I could buy my lunch tomorrow, make a packed lunch instead and do it and budget your budget. It's little things, really. I mean, every little helps. I don't think people realise how much a small amount of money for you goes somewhere else. Camera got hot, sorry. It cooled down, I'm cooling down. Right, to narrow it down, basically, reading through this, you've got to consider three things: where you're going, how long you're going for, and how much time you've got to save. Number two is really practicing your budgeting with your money, taking into consideration how much you want to spend while you're there. And again, it comes down to you as a person, how much to save. I mean, a lot of times you get questions like, oh, how much do I need to save to travel? Or how long is a piece of string? It comes down to you. Honestly, that's why for me, £10,000 to £15,000 is a lot of money, but it's like my starting amount. That's what I've got to fall back on as well until I start earning money whilst I'm up travelling, whether that's through a working holiday visa or doing jobs voluntarily to save money whilst I'm travelling around, or that 10 to 15,000 I might just have to fall back on, and then once I've run out, just come back home and work again. But you know, that's it. It comes down to you. If you can narrow those 3 points down, then I think you're pretty much set to go. There's so many ways to save money, but it depends on you. So yeah, okay, I'm going to end the video on that one. just let me quickly say I would try and do some more videos again soon. Hopefully 1 a week to 2 weeks. I don't really know. Might even be more a week depending on what I'm doing, how busy I am. I'll do, on a quieter day of work, I'll take my camera in just to show you what it is I do for a living and why I'm so busy at the minute. And I'll try things that way and do a video with that, I guess, one day. But for now, that's pretty much it. I'll end that there. Subscribe down below if you like this video. Share with your friends. Go check out my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Patreon account if you're feeling generous. Everything will be linked down here, down below. So go check that out. Comment any questions you have. Give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.